Hey guys, so in this tutorial we're going to look at Sasae-tsurikomi-ashi and o-soto-gari, how to link them and use them effectively within your practice. Now I actually think this is a really good combination, and I think it doesn't necessarily work as easily at lower levels because there's a few things that people get wrong, but definitely as you're moving through the levels, it's something that you need to add into your judo as a good attack strategy to create reactions later on. So we're going to do this same side of the opponent. I'm right-handed, my partner is right-handed. We're going to get our grip, and this happens a lot in randori. Both people get a grip, they get their judo stance. We're not doing this from a square stance, okay? We're not squared up like this, facing each other, okay? So we're not at a beginner level, we're moving slightly up, and we're in this position. Now once we're in this position, generally we're both quite strong. It's difficult to get close because my partner's strong on this arm, I can't get close to them, they can't really get close to me. But we need to start building the reaction, okay, to be able to throw. So I'm going to turn my partner around. Now, generally, when we're stood like this, just like, give me a sec, this line here is where my partner's really strong. But my lapel hand, what we forget is this line this way is actually where my partner's weak. So everything that we do is generally trying to turn towards my partner and turn against their strong side. So what I'm actually going to do is working this way, okay, pulling my partner this direction. So from here, we're in this position, I'm turning, and then I'm going to change. I'm going to move this direction. Okay, I'm going to turn towards you guys. Here, I'm in, and I'm going to turn this way for Sasae. With my arms, we've talked about this before. I could be on the end of the sleeve, but once we're gripped up, actually it's much more effective for me to be on the elbow. I don't want to be here because I can't, it's really difficult, I don't want to be here if I'm thinking about doing attacking judo. Okay, if I'm thinking about doing defensive judo, if I want to be defensive, yeah, I can stay on this, and this will stop my partner from turning and attacking me. Yeah, exactly. But I want to attack, so I'm by the elbow. So when I'm in this and I'm pulling down on this lapel hand, I'm moving the elbow into my partner's ribs, and this is going to help me take control of their body. Okay, so I'm here and I'm stepping this way, push into the ribs, and I pull with my lapel hand. So from here, everything that I'm doing to start with is away from my partner, the way that they would expect me to turn towards them. Okay, so from here I'm this way, and then I'm coming down, and my elbow comes in close to my body. I'm pushing my partner's elbow into their body. Now my feet, lots of sasaes, okay, that I see, just square up for me a sec. When people do sasae, a lot of the time their foot, sorry, let's go this way so you can see, their foot steps on the outside and they pull around, which you can do, but I don't particularly like it, especially if they're in stance, because the main counter to Sasae-tsurikomi-ashi is o-soto-gari. Okay, so if I'm literally stepping on the outside for this and I get one part of the upper body wrong, they're in a position to do o-soto-gari on me with this leg. So they're, oh, punch in the face. So they're in and they come in and then they're going to hook. Okay, so that's why I don't like going to the outside. If you watch people like Nuno Delgado, he was awesome at Sasae, and he would most of the time step inside. So from here with my step, I don't want to step on the outside to do it, so I'm vulnerable to the o-soto-gari. Remember, they're right-handed, that's their throwing leg. So from here, I'm in this position, I'm turning, my foot comes in inside, okay? Here. Once I add this movement, this is going to give me strength. This foot underneath is the bit that's going to create power, turn, and my throw, okay? So from here, I step one, step two, step three, as they come over, okay? Your leg might go slightly higher, it might go slightly lower. I would recommend with this, planting your foot on the bottom here as much as possible to allow that rotation with your throw. So from here, we're faking this way, maybe my elbow's coming up. And like with, when we talked about keeping lapel active with Uchimata, here, same thing, I need to be keeping this active before I switch through. Here, boom, on this side, okay? So when we'll go with the Sasae, I'm in this position here, move, 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 then switch, and I come over. having that sasae, this side, having that sasae is really important because that will now allow me to break the distance for osoto-gari. And I think sasae and oso are really, really good when you're fighting somebody in stance. Okay, because our normal turns can be quite difficult. But if I got this way, as soon as I pull down here, they're going to want to correct themselves. Okay, especially if they've already been thrown with the sasae, they're going to want to correct. So this is really important. Okay, so how do I bring this in with my osoto? From this position, I'm stepping, I'm creating that reaction. But instead of stepping in front this time, I'm just stepping my foot and changing my angle. With oso, a traditional osoto-gari, if they're here, I'm pretty much shoulder to shoulder, we're taking them through, okay? That's pretty much the angle we're going to recreate from this sasae, okay? So I'm in this way, I stepped one, I come down, and now I'm going to come behind, okay? Timing is really important, and you're not necessarily in charge of the timing because it comes from their reaction, okay? If you're against somebody and you're fighting, you're going sasae this way, and when you pull down, they don't come back up again, the worst thing you can do is go oso. Because they're just going to throw you backwards, okay? So the oso never comes unless your partner is reacting. You literally keep going sasae, keep pulling, keep coming around this way with your sasae. It has to come from your partner. And even in your technique training, you have to make sure your partner's working with you. So from here, I come in sasae this side, then from here, I pull down, okay? Now I'm doing a little shuffle step, and that's just to create the reaction for my partner. Here, now I'm out. Chest is open, I'm here, pulling across. Still on the elbow, not on the end of the sleeve. If I'm on the elbow, even with oso, I can pull across my chest and I can break my partner's posture, okay? So from here, sasae, this side, fake sasae, here. Yeah, I've got the reaction here. And that's the thing, like when you're practicing, you need to feel that. And I'm not even watching my partner, I'm waiting to feel before I can go. Yeah? Here, yeah, that's better. Yeah. Boom, and through. With your lapel hand, keep it close, keep that drive through. Your power in your throw still comes from your legs. It's not this, your arm should be finishing and directing the technique, okay? Power comes from your lower legs. I'll throw this time. So, from here, creating that reaction on this side. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, here, creating that reaction. And the good thing about this is you can stamp it down for like an osoto-otoshi, you can come all the way through for an osotogari. It really depends. Whatever your preference is on finishing, you'll be able to do something with it. But notice when I'm practicing this, I'm still not going for osoto until I can feel my partner gives me a decent reaction, because it's just a waste. So from here, there's no point attacking from that. I need to wait till my partner's trying to recover and come back. So here, yeah, that's better. Here, yeah. And then I can come through, okay? So there we go, that's Sasae-tsurikomi-ashi, and linking that with osoto-gari against the same side opponent. Now with everything, if you like the videos, please hit the subscribe button, you can comment below. Any future recordings, please send me a message and we'll see what we can do.